Everybody, welcome back to another edition of Timber and Stone. I'm going to start this episode off by showing you a little bug that I found that we have actually resolved on the forums, via Robert, of course. Something that was happening is that I turned the music volume all the way down, played the game just fine, then reloaded the game and came back in and realized that the music, was still turning itself on. So if you run into that bug, just go back in. You don't have to adjust the slider if it's turned all the way down, and just hit Save Changes. I don't know if it happens if you have the music just turned slightly up, something like that. But just so you know, it has been resolved and will be fixed when the full version of the game comes out. As you can see here, I've got the old homestead already done, taken care of. Used different shingles, used brown shingles to get those done, which is very cool. And if you want to sort of see through your buildings a little bit, as you can see, I've got three beds here. I was going to have a fourth bed, this bed on the inside, but what was happening is that the trader would come in with his horse, come in, and I couldn't actually get into here. I couldn't get my trader in here to talk to him because the horse was in the doorway. So just be mindful of that. You might want to make sure that your hull's a little bit bigger. Oh, sweet. Level 5 Fisherman. And a level 9 stonemason. There you go. Very cool. You might notice that I've named my guys kind of what their main profession is. That helps me kind of keep track of who is who if I decide to make them something else. So yeah, I was complaining that I couldn't get the page down function, the level function to work. That's because apparently it starts up like 30 levels high because there can be structures that high, like trees and stuff like that. So just keep pushing. Don't hold it down. Just keep pushing page down until you get it to where it does this little nice thing. And as you can see over here, it kind of gets rid of levels of the ground as well. And you know, you may just want to do this so you can kind of see inside your structures that you've built. But for now, I'll just leave it the way it is. Also, you may have noticed that I used a little bit of this normal just raw stone to make a wall. That way if somebody decides to walk behind here, they don't get shot with an arrow. One thing that I've also noticed is that if you right-click your archery targets and your other targets, you can tell them to be rebuilt once broken, because essentially some guys will eventually break these things and they will need to be rebuilt. So we've got Thomas Blacksmith here. Of course, he's working on a number of things, including cobblestone right now because he's obviously a stonemason. That's because I don't have a sort of dedicated blacksmith, and it's not really a profession that I need a ton of. But he's been cranking out this cobblestone for me. That way we can make a truly nice hall, and then I'm going to also plaster the inside, so it's going to be a 2-wall thick building. And I'm just estimating that I need 150 cobblestone and 120 plaster, and we'll just go from there. Also have 139 fieldstone, because early on he was not that great. It was supposed to be 150, so he did not successfully build 11 of those. But it is what it is. I mean, you're not going to be getting much out of somebody that is a low level. But right now he's actually cranking this stuff out. He's level 9 stonemason, so he's actually a better stonemason now than he is a blacksmith. But it is what it is. Also, one of these guys is a pretty good archer, too. Yeah, he's also a good archer because I told him to go over here when he wasn't doing anything. So we've also got Abel Farmer. Farmer is a last name. I know 3 brothers that have that same last name, so it is a true last name, and he's about to make himself a level 4 farmer. I will tell you that the farming leveling does take a long, long time. So just dedicate yourself to a farmer. There you go. And he's going to sleep. Man, these guys are just cranking out these levels on this episode. Just set it and forget it. It's going to take forever for these guys to level up, especially later on. I do have 3 fishermen. This is a strategy I highly recommend. Oliver Carpenter, obviously not starting off as a fisherman. He's not really quite there yet. As you can see, he's still fishing. Built them a little bit of a dock. I was assuming that they would stay on it. If I built it big enough, they would find enough areas to fish. Raph Farmer, another one of our farmers. He's a level 3 farmer, but he's a much better fisherman now. And Jeff Fisherman obviously started off as a fisherman and is a level 4 guy, plus he's a pretty decent builder at the same time. I probably plan on building this one more level out. That way, again, I kind of want to keep these guys on this level. Speaking of levels, this is a strategy for digging that I came up with. to sort of... Oh, a spider has been spotted by Chris Forge. Oh man, he is right on top of him. Holy bejesus. Alright. As you can see, he is carrying a torch. And he is also has the ability to become... Okay, good. He's became a level 7. He is a level 2 infantry guy. And I will just essentially equip him here. This is just something I do on the fly. I don't sort of have a infantry guy because normally you see the spiders out in the field. So let's see here. Let's double check, make sure we got everything. We do. We'll go ahead and pause that. And just in the nick of time. So there we go. I'm going to go ahead and pause it again because what you can do, and this is just something else I found out, you can right click on the spiders and gather resources. The only people that I believe will gather resources, as far as I can tell right now, are foragers. Since he is usually a forager, you just right click on that, switch him back over to being a forager. He's a pretty good one. And you're going to see him essentially take those resources. But again, torches, I just got those. Very, very cool stuff. And as you can see, instead of disposing of the corpse, he's actually going to get probably spider silk, and that'll be my very first spider silk because he is the first spider. Maybe he didn't get anything out of it, which is totally fine, but the corpse is now gone. So there you go. That is sort of how you can deal with guys coming in, spiders, and doing what they do, which is destroying your guys if you're not careful. So it is probably pretty good if you're going to have guys out in sort of the wilderness to have some sort of infantry skill on them, because they will run into those. Man, he's cranking out these tree stumps. This is something that I like to do. Let's check in with this guy once in a while. Send him really, really, really far away until he sleeps, and then he'll come back to the thing and sleep. And I'll show you those the way those beds look here in a second. But I've got him just sort of independently chopping trees, as you can see, really, really far away from our base. But getting back to our mine here, just so you guys can see what I did, as I kind of stair-stepped it. So this is our opening here, and then if I go one level down, you will see our miner. And he got to the end of the line. And what I'm doing here is I'm leaving the dirt sort of level here by itself. And the idea is that he'll go about 20 in, and then he'll go about 20 in here, 20 in here, 20 in here, until he gets all the way over. Then he'll go down a level, do that, go down a level, do that, go down a level, and do that. It's sort of strip mining. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to go ahead and I don't know if I can do this. Let me see. Dig mine. Oh yeah. So as you can see here, it's just hard. It's kind of hard to tell, but there's one level and two levels there. So he's standing. Sort of. That's where his head's at. That's where his feet are at. So if you click once, like go. Ooh, new migrant. Oh, there he is. Let's see here. Traits you really got to pay attention to, because I had the worst builder in the world. He was the clumsiest guy. He would literally hit one stone in to build it, and it would break his hammer. So I don't think that you can see these traits anywhere else until you get these migrant coming in. So really pay attention to this. He's a hard worker and he's charismatic. Yes, I will take that. I will definitely take that. By the way, if you hear any weird noises outside, and he's a good builder, so I'm probably going to just make him a builder. It's because I have the window cracked, because it's an amazing day outside. So this would make our 9th, maybe 10th migrant. As you can see, we've got a lot of food. We got a lot of logs. We're just cranking it along. I highly recommend just setting one guy to go forage, one guy, if not two guys, to fish, and a miner or two. Just get those resources early on. Those guys, they will survive. And then just go from there. That is a very highly recommended strategy. Again, I got 3 fishermen right now, and I'm doing just fine on the building side of things. So we are going to accept this guy. Oops. He is going to... Oh, no. Halt. Okay, I'll take care of that guy here in a second. Just so much stuff is happening. Yeah, my town's name is Beeswax, by the way. So mind your beeswax, is what I like to say. I'm going to keep digging. I'm just going to keep digging this as long as I can, because If I'm strip mining, I want to get rid of this one, then this one, then this one, this one. I just want to make my money's worth, because eventually he won't be able to get to certain levels if I don't pay attention. So I'm going to dig mine this strip, and you can't see it either. That's the problem. So 21 by 1. Perfect. And then I can't see. That's the problem. So wait, that's the level we're on, isn't it? Ugh, I just have a hard time telling. Let's see what happens here. Okay, so he can't... Okay. Dig mine. Okay, so yeah, we're good. So you can see this one, so we'll just do it like that. And so that's his head, that's his body, and he'll just go at it. And he's been doing fine. He's an amazing miner. What I did is I built enough beds to the point where not everybody's sleeping at the same time. So if you right click on these, I can show you the ownership of them now that I built them. Ownership, free for anyone to use, so basically anybody that needs to sleep can go in the bed. That's how I have all the beds set right now, but you can actually assign it to certain professions. So if you want to sort of just tell like your whatever guys to sleep, use this bed, they will. But I found it to be a little confusing. What I was trying to do is I was trying to do like food guys and like builder guys and resource guys, and it just wasn't working. Or you could do it by unit. So if you wanted, you know, sort of, you know, Ferdinand to only be the one to use this bed, and eventually that's probably what I'll do. Let everyone have their own bed, kind of rooms and stuff like that, but that's way far from now. We may not even get to it until the first version is released. But essentially, it's just free for anyone to use, so I'm not too worried about it. So Ronald Hatcher is now going to be Ronald Builder. Ronald Builder. And he is now a builder, but he's also a pretty decent fisherman too. Not a great engineer, by the way. Especially if you're going to be coming in and being like, "Hey, everybody, I'm a great engineer." I don't really have anything for him to build right now. Oh, you know what? Actually, I do. What I want to do is I want to build sort of a ledge here so people don't accidentally fall down into the mine. And I don't think they will, but you know, it is what it is. So I'm actually going to use field stone. I'm not going to... Oh, another spider. Every time I go to do something. Let's go ahead and get this out of the way first. So while we're dealing with that spider, our builder can deal with this here. So I think I want it to go from here to here, and then from here to here, and then from here to here, which works perfectly. But I think I also want to leave an opening from here to here. Let's see. No. I want to keep an opening from here to here. And so I'm going to have to fix this one. Yeah. And so then, let's see, our field would be, we've got 2, so our opening would be from here to here. So that way they can step down and stuff. And let's go ahead and build it like this. Is that right? 1, 2. Yeah, so we're kind of building a little bit of a mine shaft of sorts. Yeah, so we're going to want to keep that there. And you know what? I don't think we're going to need it to be like all the way over that way. But just to protect guys from falling down into that. Okay. So let's find what's going on over here. Okay, so he's much farther away. Oh my gosh. Look at all the spider holes. This is also something I know a lot of people complain about. Let's look at this. This is insanity. Plus there's another spider down here. Right there. Little guy. Alright, so again, let's gear up. So you're now an infantry guy. And it sucks that we're not, you know, what I really need to do is if I want to get him to be like level 3, I just need to send him to and I actually need to build one of those other things first. one of those targets. But we'll just get him all geared out. I did start off with a little bit of stuff here, but dude, where are you going? Oh, he's gonna go get that guy first. Okay, deal with it. Really? 3 hits and he's not dead? That's the toughest little spider I've ever seen. Ridiculous. Alright, well, you come over here and gather those resources later. That's crazy that it took 3 hits. Alright, where you at, bro? He's gonna come over here. Yep, alright, cool. I'm fully aware. Oh, wait. Go after the spider. Better turn around. Yep. Kill him. Okay, 1 hit. And 1 hit. So, yeah, I don't know why that guy took 3 hits. That's another thing that I think people have talked about. Was that, like, a tiny little spider can take down one of your guys in an instant. And it's just like, really? His health actually wasn't affected that much because of the badass armor we put on him. But, you know, that didn't even go up his level. So that's just kind of he must be a really high leveling kind of guy too. Like it just takes a while. Okay, so we'll unpause it. Wow, a lot of stuff is happening back at home. So, didn't gather anything from that spider. Unless he's gathering stuff and it's not telling me. And you know what? That's very possible. No, I told him to do that. So yeah, he got 3 spider silk there. It's just that sometimes I guess spiders don't yield any goods. But look at all these spider holes everywhere. This is crazy. But yeah, Chris Forge. He's a forager. I just thought that was a little bit more clever. Oh, did I pause the game again? Another spider? Really? I'll have to keep my eye out. Oh. Is he there? Must be. This is crazy. Well, you know what? What I'm going to do is I'm going to send him home. So, let's see. Where's our house at? I don't even know what perspective we're in. He'll spot him again. And if he does, we'll head back. Okay. So he's underground. What's taking this guy so long? Oh, did he... I want to make sure... The one thing I really recommend is not clicking on that automatically use their tools, yada yada yada, because of the sole fact that they could just be breaking tools left and right, and then you're going to realize how stupid you are by letting them... just destroy your tools like that. And it's kind of ridiculous. I do kind of wish... Oh, shoot. Gosh dang it. Are you kidding me? Well, why didn't he say that he saw... Another victory for the spiders. Look at that. He's gloating. No. Halt. Stupid. I hate you spiders. You spiders suck so bad. Ugh, that's so annoying. So annoying. Well, I guess we got a new profession for somebody. Forager. Well, he's our stonemason. I guess one of our fishermen's gonna have to become a forager. Alright, well you suck at it. You're pretty good at it. Oliver Carpenter. It's not easy to say. So where's our other fisherman at? He's probably sleeping. Nope, that's our farmer. There he is. How are you on foraging? Nope. So it looks like Mr. Oliver is going to be our new forager. Oh boy. That's annoying. Alright, how are you on your infantry skills? Not. That's an interesting way of walking. Alright, well, we will see what happens there, but I think that's going to do it for me right now. Be back with another episode of Timber and Stone. If you like what you're seeing, subscribe to the channel, like the video that you just watched, that really helps me out, plus comment. Let me know what you think of the game, and I will pass that along to Robert and the guys at timberandstonegame.com. So until next time, this is JPT, and I'll be seeing you.